Yeah, there's a lot of dishes to do here. See, we gotta unload and then reload. But then we're gonna prepare for dinner. We're gonna get some grill on. Yeah. Let's get down to business now. Yeah. Yeah, my strategy for the lottery tomorrow, it was just $8. I played four on my on what the number I think is going to hit, and then two wild cards, then two on another number, and then I did two wild cards after that. So I just kind of mixed everything up, keep it eclectic plays. So the eggs are not all in one basket. Just see how it goes for the $450,000 tomorrow. Yeah. You know it. Yeah. So apparently, my uncle David called, which was the ex-boyfriend of my late great aunt Crystal, and I don't know if he's calling saying he's barely hanging on or something like that. But his kids don't give a shit about him. But Uncle David is always in some sort of pickle, like he's always in some sort of jam. I thought he was fine at the senior. He found some senior apartments and he got Social Security, so I thought he'd be all right for life. But you know, I don't know if he's going to be Uncle David's going to go homeless or something in Austin, Texas. But I guess they have a significant homeless community there. But he's not. He was my step uncle growing up, but I can't. Our family's strapped as it is after the Biden-Harris economy took out my family's business. We're just a sinking ship basically, and so I got to find a way to make sure the ship can sail. But we can't take on other passengers though because we're already a sinking ship. So, yeah. So hopefully he can get some kind of arrangement with his Social Security and live up there in a senior living, some kind of independent space. So it's sad that his daughter and son don't give a shit about him. Yeah, my biological dad's dead, but I give a shit about my mother. So. I realize imperfections in myself. I realize failings in myself, and I realize failings in others. But I don't hold it against people like a grudge. If there's just toxic people, then I just don't have them in my life. And so, as I said before, a lot of the baby boomers are just angry because they're getting old, and they're, you know, since the baby boomers got everything, they thought they were gonna hold on to it, and like the millionaires and billionaires are taking off like thieves and stealing everything. The tech bros and society's getting left behind. The working class and the middle class. So. Cowboy farter. That Beyonce shit sucks. Okay. So the baby boomers thought their retirement was going to be rock solid and stable, and for some it is, but some not so much, and so yeah. Dun, dun. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, my mom said, well, my Uncle David's kind of kooky. It's like, yeah, kind of has a problem, which is that he doesn't really act his particular age, you know? And I guess a lot of people are guilty of that, maybe even myself, playing Mario Brothers and shit, like I'm 10 again. Yeah, of course. But I figure, I'm not saying that adults should feel bad if they play with a rubber ducky in the pot in the tub like they were 8 years old again, but maybe some other people, they frown upon that. Okay. Uncle David, step Uncle David, he's not a blood relationship. He just was a boyfriend of my aunt back in the day. That's it, basically. And he was like, our uncle. Even though they weren't married, we weren't directly related. So, he was the fun guy. He was the guy who was always, my stepdad really didn't know how to raise any kids because he couldn't have any of his own. So he was always cold and distant and like, get away from me and stuff like that. And David knew how to raise kids, so he had fun with kids. So he had fun with us. He was comfortable with kids in a way that, a lot of guys weren't. And so he would take us to McDonald's for deluxe breakfast. He would take us to the go-kart place, and he would take us to the bumper boat place, and he would take us to get ice cream, and he would take us to Astroworld, and he would take us to Hollywood Video to get video games, to get movies. He would take us to the mall. He's just a fun guy. We go to the Golden Corral and get ice cream. We go. I remember going to McDonald's like all the time, like to get the deluxe breakfast with the flapjacks and all that. It was so fun. And of course, sometimes he babysat me and my cousin Nathan too. So yeah, I mean, he's definitely a patriarchal figure. He used to have his shit together, when he was with my aunt and his 2 children, and he had a good job working at the plants in Pasadena, and urban cowboy kind of thing. He had a great life going on, but now his kids have abandoned him, and he lives on Social Security. Well, at least he has Social Security, and it's better than having shit, right? But in his later years, Uncle David has become more senile. In his last years, he hasn't made the best decisions, let's say. And sometimes, he might rebel and go get a DWI or go get some hookers or go back to drugs or something like that. So, and then his deadbeat children have totally abandoned him. His son and daughter that he raised, which is shitty. But There's just a few rules in the Bible, and it's not, I can't go to the titty bar or something like that. It's honor thy mother and father. That's a pretty simple rule, but not everybody follows it, unfortunately. And so they're pretty simple rules. Don't bang your neighbor's wife. Honor thy mother and thy father. Don't kill somebody. They're kind of like thou shalt not steal. They're just kind of like basic guidelines, right? That's not hard. But some people struggle following those just central, tenets in the Bible, right? It's difficult. Yeah. Well, I hope he's okay. I hope he's not. Hope he's not like, I have cancer and HIV and I'm about to get evicted or some shit. That would be awful. So. That last hooker did me in. Yeah, he does love women. Yeah, he's not gay, that's for sure. Not a homosexual man. Yeah, that's for sure. But I guess the women can get him in trouble, even at his age of 80 years old or so. Yeah, still dreaming of the babes, right? Yeah, a guy never really stops dreaming about attractive women, right? I mean, you can still dream and you can fantasize until your death. It doesn't mean you're gonna get any action. It just means people can have imaginations, right? So. Doesn't mean you're going to get any bush, you're going to get any trim, you're going to get any tail. It just means it still means a 75-year-old guy, a grandpa, could go into a titty club and waste all his money or something. Waste his life savings getting drunk in the titty bar. That's a possibility. That stark possibility is always there. The temptation's always out there. Right. Austin, Texas ain't there ain't no metro that's clean and perfect. So Austin, Texas has some sleazy underbelly to it, obviously. It has ghettos, it has every bad thing every major city has, pretty much. Yeah, the underworld. The world you see is just a sugar-coated top, but there's another world, the underworld. That's from Blade? Yeah, that was a good one. I like that one. Blade with Wesley Snipes. Yeah, that was great. Fantastic. But there's another world, the real world. Some motherfuckers always trying to ice skate uphill. You ever seen it? All right. Yeah. I never saw Blade 2, but I never saw the movie Laid either. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I guess I saw Laid 1, but I need to work on Laid 3. Laid 3. Actually, I'm working on the sequel called Laid 6. Yeah. Clean up the kitchen here. I guess that's hot enough. All right, and then there's no tea, and that's a problem. Got to remedy that problem for sure. All right. There's no sugar tonight in my coffee. No sugar tonight in my tea. No one. Oh, so they have a male rating app, right? Ooh. It's called T, and it's caused a lot of controversy. I heard about it. It's called T. So I'm about to make some tea. So I always like a lot of quantities. Quantities. Yeah, genius. All right, I thought of that one myself. Look, Ma, I thought of an idea myself. Hey, so T. So it's a female rating app of males. So they go like, So what's the rating system on there? Is it like winner, loser? Is there like mid? Is there like mid? Is there a guy like, oh, he has a job, but it kind of sucks? Or do they have different ratings on it? They rate his looks, his pocketbook. Yeah, obviously. Or do they rate it by 6'6", 6 over 6 feet tall, 6-inch penis, over 6 foot dick, and then 6-figure income? So, is that how they do it on T? I don't know. I've never went to the website because I'm not a woman, and I'm not checking out dudes or rating dudes. Yeah. Man, that really destroys the adventure of dating. The women don't want to be in the dates with the loser and then find out. They don't want to be like, hey, can you grab this bill? I left my wallet at home. You know, I'm really good at air guitar and air boxing, or whatever that funny commercial where the woman remotely gets her car to get out of the date. He's like, you know, yeah, I'm good right now. I'm just working on my no, it said air drumming or something. The date from hell. That was good. That was good. Yeah, that commercial cracked me up. That could have been like an entire like scene in a movie. That could have been like a sitcom. That was excellent. The woman's on the date from hell. You know, I'm kind of working on my air drumming. You know. Hey, will you catch this bill? I left my wallet at home. Yeah, that's fine. No, I mean, the birth rate is not just down because of the dates that are awful like that. It's really because when the woman is just like, okay, a guy has a car and he's kind of together and stuff, and then she goes, oh, no, he's not good enough, you know, because he doesn't make a high enough income or he doesn't have his own house or whatever. That's how society's going south. Now, the women that are like kind of molding the guy, the hot chicks that are like getting the guy into better, you know, like, oh, you need to get a better job so you can buy a house. Like those women that are just leading, you know, inspiring the men to do better, to give a shit. No, those women are good. But the women that are just like, oh, you don't have your shit? Okay, bye. Those women are awful. And so that's the real deal. Okay, so the women that are like, oh, I can work with this guy. Like, I think this guy's a decent guy. I think I could inspire him to, you know, get a better career or something, right? And then there's, okay. Or I can inspire this guy to have more ambition. But the women that are just gimme, 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 those are awful women. Like, oh, have my shit. Okay, you better have the house ready for me, and you better have the 6-figure job. You better have all that shit ready to go. Those are the awful ones. So, all right. The women that are like, oh, are you gonna pay for all my shit? Okay. Or or I'm out of here. You're not gonna get any pussy. Bye. Okay, great. It's almost time for that original iced tea, Louisiana. Speaking of tea. Yeah. I kind of do miss. I'm going to reclaim tea for the English language, for the English people, for all people. I'm going to reclaim tea. I'm going to reclaim it from the bullshit dating app. Tea is tea again. Let there be tea. Oh, I am curious now. What is the rating system on there? Is it 666? Is it 6-inch dick, 6-figure income, and 6 feet, over 6 feet tall? Okay, over 6 feet tall. I don't know, 7-8-inch dick. Oh, I don't have any money. Damn, I was almost there. Almost had it, guys. Almost had it. Almost had that bull by the balls. Well, if I can solve that problem, then maybe I'll be in the game. You know, in the game of life. The old 1980s, or did it come out in 1960s? Milton Bradley. The game of life. If you want it, you got a wife, and you got a car, and you got a house, and you have 2 kids. Congratulations, you won the game of life. And it was like, that was the board game that we used to play as kids. Besides Mousetrap and Candyland, of course, and Monopoly. It was like the game of life. Yeah, I still remember the commercial because it's funny, because it's like, you too could win the game of life. Get a wife. And it was like, get a career. And it was like, get 2 kids, buy a house. You can live the American dream. Woo! Yeah, and you have won the game of life. Yeah, those were the requirements to win the game of life, right? All those things. So make a lot of money, sexual fulfillment and reproduction, children and a family, and a great job, your own casa, your own domain. Ooh. Yeah. The T app. Yeah, I can't wait to see what the requirements are. Or is it just women gossiping, rating guys like through their own criteria, or is there like set parameter criteria? Criteria. I think there's some. A chef's best friend. Too much of that in the news lately, I think. Oh, he had like a flip blade knife, not a kitchen knife. It's not like he was in kitchen wares in Walmart. He was like, I don't They have my matching plate set. Ah! And then he got mad. I wanted fluorescent orange. Ah! It's time to kill. They never fucking have size 15 shoes. He's like, they took away the gay pride stuff. Where's my dick tuck? Oh. Ooh. Mm. Where's my pee-pee tuck underwear? Fuck. Dude. So he had a fold-out knife. So it was like, or okay, does it flip out? Can you just go? I guess it seems nice to go like that. All right. So a tactical knife will have like a sheath on it. Not like I know a lot about it, but. Mm. Yeah. Okay. Spin, spin, sugar. Blood, sugar, sex, magic. Red Hot Chili Peppers. Okay. Get that Louisiane. Louise. Maybe soon I'll achieve my quantum cascade. And I could become richer than the gods. Yeah. Dreamer never gives up, you know? But there'll be those days, you know, where like you'll lose hope. Yeah. There'll be those rough days, right? Where people lose hope and you'll be down in the dumps. You'll have like a mini depression or something like, man, what's the point of this? Like, why do I even give a shit? Like, what's the point of all this? The point of it is to get through days like that. So, the point of it is to rise and to persevere and to win, to be successful. the goal is to win where others have failed. That's the purpose. Okay, so we got. Oh yeah, have a little bit of juice. Juice. So all failure is a failure of vision. The root of failure is a lack of faith. Got a little bit of that cranberry juice until my tea is ready. Yeah, sorry about that. Phone overheat. Yeah. I usually think it's far away enough, and then it always says temperature getting too bad on the phone, and I'm like, oh crap. Yeah, I guess I'll have to remember to put it over here, because I usually it's not that the stove is on. It's just the stove top. It says, oh, it's too hot, but it's not because I have the phone right up next to the food, obviously. But anyways, it's neither here nor there. Now we got our iced tea. Do 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 do. Or do they have on the tea app like, well, the guy had a pretty big dick. It was really fun, but man, he's kind of a jerk. The tea app. Yes. What are the rating systems like on there? The rating the men. Well, he's got a great job, but man, he's a douche. Yeah, we can make a whole episode. Wheeler explores the tea app. That should be a fun one. Yeah. The tea episode. The tea app episode. He's got a great job and he has a big dick, but he's not. He's only 5'10" though. Do you want a banu? Okay. All right. I think two wants a banu. Okay, two. You want a banu right now? A banana? Okay. I love you, two. All right. Here you go, dude. We have a little piece. And then... There you go, Doodle. Oh, precious. Let me go give one to Bea too, okay? She might get jealous. Well, or do they have a rate women website? Is there like hairy pussy? Oh, like that. Yeah. But it kind of stinks. The vagina kind of stinks. Kind of queefy. She pussy farts too much. Well, I kind of like the girl, but you know, she's fucking messy. She's a fucking slob. Never cleans her shit. What's the male rating app for the women? Is it called Coffee or something? Well, they call it lemonade. Why do they call it womenade? Oh, clever. Womenade. I think we're almost there. Get closer to that $1 million. I could see it. I can smell it. All those Benjamin Franklins. Paintings are dancing everywhere. Man can dream. Okay, y'all want some more? Okay, here we go. We're almost there. There you go. There you go. Go. Okay, here you go, too. There's another by new. Okay. Sorry. Womenade. Yeah, it's like Beyonce, 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 Beyonce. Like it's like she's 42 years old or whatever, so I'm 45. It's like Beyonce, 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 Beyonce. The liberal media is just, well, even the conservative media, they're like, hey, guess what? It's Beyonce. It's a black lady that can do something. Isn't that amazing, society? Yeah. A black lady can sing. And what's the next thing? You know. All right. Everybody's trying to tell me how great Beyonce is. I just don't see it. I don't see Beyonce's greatness. Am I missing something, or I don't see her musical genius. I don't see her greatness. I don't see any of that. I just see some shit, you know, that's put out. I see a black lady trying to dress like a cowboy or some shit. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It just is. You know? Okay. She's a black lady who's hot. Has a nice booty, nice boobs, nice smile. She's pretty. Yeah. And she can sing. Am I supposed to be amazed? There's an attractive black woman who can sing. Whoop the shit. I don't see where the greatness is, though. I don't see how it's fantastic or anything. You don't want some more? Okay. Are you hungry for more of that? Okay. Here you go. Okay. All right. Good girls. Okay. Y'all want to? I don't think y'all can overdose on banana, so we got a banana overdose over here. Never heard about that one. Maybe the Chinese Mexican fentanyl, but never. Not usually a banana overdose. We got a banana overdose. Yeah. Come in. Come in. Yeah, this banana epidemic's worse than fentanyl. Oh, maybe. Maybe if I win 400, if I get like a $500,000, maybe I can help out my uncle or something. Make sure his final years are not shit. That might be nice. Okay, so we got. Are y'all ready for Denny? Okay, let's get Denny going on. Are y'all babies ready for Denny? I know. Do. Are you ready for Denny? Oh. Yeah. You are like little years, bro. Yeah. Okay. Gonna get some Denny? Everybody has the Wabaloo? Okay. Let's proceed to the next phase of the operation here. These allergies are pretty wild, huh? Yeah, I think they're really high last 2 days. Let's get our Denny. Dude, I can hear again after I blow my nose. Mayon. Yeah, should I let rose-colored glasses blind me to the stark realities? The stark economic and social realities and sexual realities and all the other realities of modern life, adult life. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I shouldn't let rose-colored glasses of the 1980s and 1990s blind me permanently. We're gonna have the Denny. Those rose-colored glasses that I've been looking through. John Conley? Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah. Yeah. That's what my grandpa used to play on the radio all the time. That slow country music, driving through the long, long plains and roads of Houston, Texas, growing up. You know, the long, slow country music, those long rides, driving around Houston. Yeah. Watching the prairies go by, the fields, the plains, you know, right? The coastal plains. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay, I think we're just gonna go for it. Yeah. Oh no, we're gonna have Denny. We're gonna have a big Denny, okay? I know. Okay. Yeah. Living alone is like, yeah, that can be like really lonely. But there's one thing that's like, there's only one thing that's good about it. That's good about solitude and being alone is like, when you're by yourself, it can be real quiet. There's a lot of peace and quiet. So when you're with other people, it can be a lot of like a bunch of noise. And so that could distract from thought or concentration or getting work done or whatever. There you go. There's Denny. Dinner time. Okay, there's Denny. Yeah, obviously being alone isn't good for your sex life. You know, I'm just saying like it's good for your mind life. Yeah, so that's good. Yeah. But I mean, I think I know what it is. I'm so creative that like other people are getting bored around me and I'm never seemingly getting bored because there's always a new problem and there's always a new challenge and there's always a new thing. And so people are getting bored because they're like, oh God, you know, I can't think of anything. And they're looking at me and they're like, hey, this guy, he knows he's doing stuff. Look, this guy's thinking of stuff. Like this guy, like, and so most people, most ordinary people are just getting bored. And they're kind of trying to drag me to their level, but even my own relatives can't drag me down to their level. It's just impossible. So I operate on my own, you know, wavelength, and they operate on some other seemingly alien wavelength that I don't, frankly, that I don't understand. So, or it's not even like I want to understand their. I don't even want to fathom that on a planet that is in a galaxy of 2 trillion galaxies in the universe. I never even want to fathom that I'm going to get bored in that. I'm bored of these people getting bored. The people are boring. The people are boring me. They always have, for the most part, I'd say. And so people are dragging me down through boring, petty bullshit, and it's not exciting, and all that. But they can never usually they're usually not able to drag me down to their level. They try to set a trap, a black hole that tries to suck me in, but they can never quite get me in there and get me caged up in there, in that prison. They're just not that smart. Ordinary people, normal people, right? They're just kind of normies. And to me, that's boring. And those people are boring. It could be those in my own family. It could be friends. It could be, people that are not in my family. It could just be strangers. It could be friends, but not exactly strangers. So, yeah. I suppose the human beings are boring at their core. Most of them, and so. I've certainly never felt like I've fit in with them. Not ever. Or I guess as Kurt Cobain in Nirvana once said, I'm not like them, but I can pretend. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. But time keeps on slipping into the future. Steve Miller Band. Time keeps on slipping into the future. Gonna fly like an eagle to the sea. Tick tock, do 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 do, tick tock, do 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 do. That's a lot of dishes, dude. It's like the never-ending dishes. The never-ending dishes. La 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 la. Never-ending dishes. Okay. You want to be having some freedom? Okay, Keith. You can be free now. Okay. Can everybody free now? Okay, Susan and Bella can be back together, y'all. Okay. I'm the man with the pan. So typically somebody has a... Okay, so an ordinary person faces an ordinary problem. And so... Oh, is the fly trying to get in here? Oh, hell no, don't. Don't think so. Gonna fly like an eagle. Or no. Fly by Octoon Baby. U2. Fly, la, la, da, 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 da. No, it's like... La, da, na, 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 na. Na, 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 ha, ha. Yeah, that's a good one. Huh? Yeah, it's been a long time since I listened to Octoon Baby. Yeah, probably give it another listen. I haven't listened to it in a while. Yeah, it's great. One of U2's really great records. Octoon Baby, Attention Baby. Yeah. I think if you had told me that the world's biggest Irish rock band of the 1990s, U2, 1980s, 1990s, was going to sell out to Joe Biden and Barack Hussein Obama and Bill Gates and Bill Clinton, I would have probably said, I don't fucking believe you. If you had told me that in like 1993 or something. Yeah, it's unfortunate, the sellouts. Here, dude. Five to one, baby. 1 and 5. Nobody here gets out alive. There's some exquisite poetry from Jim Morrison in the Dolores. That was a pretty kick-ass autobiography, huh? I'm sorry, biography, not autobiography. That was a kick-ass biography title. My friend had it when we were like 12. It said, "No one here gets out alive," and had Jim Morrison on the front. The legend, the story of the biography of Jim Morrison. Yeah. No, that's not my favorite part. My favorite part is the Jimi Hendrix bootleg that my friend shared with me. That was like Jim Morrison, like shit face, probably tripping balls too. Besides being drunk and high and everything, it's like he's all Jim Morrison's wasted. You know, this is a Jimi Hendrix bootleg, and so like it's not like official release. And then he's like, "Can I get a little asshole? Can I get a little pussy? Get a little fucking asshole tonight." I was like, I'm so this Jimi Hendrix bootleg. Perfect. It captures Jim Morrison in his most primal form. Yeah, that's too bad. Oh, that was before AI, so it wasn't AI generated. It was the real motherfucking deal. Yeah. Could I get a little butthole, a little girl's asshole tonight? I was like, Jim, you're there. Jim Morrison. My hero. Alright, what do we got? Alright, let's go on to the next phase of the operation. Yes. Corn on the cob. Oh. Brutal heat wave.
Between bystanders and the alleged suspect outside of the store. The suspect now faces terrorism charges. President Trump makes a preliminary trade deal after a high-stakes meeting with the European Commission chief in Scotland just days before Friday's tariff deadline. What we're learning tonight, our Rachel Scott reports from Scotland. Israel is allowing more food aid trucks into Gaza and restarts power to a critical water treatment plant as anger grows over the hunger crisis. Reports that nurses are passing out from starvation and hospitals are feeding babies water instead of formula. The harrowing ordeal for passengers on the flight in Denver, forced to use slides to evacuate on the runway as flames and smoke erupt underneath the plane. What we're learning tonight. The hunt for the suspect after what appears to be a double homicide at Devil's Den State Park in Arkansas. A couple out hiking with their young daughters, but police say they were attacked. A skipper crash was a yacht into a seawall in California's Marina del Rey.
Cowboy Carter tour. Who gives a fuck about Beyonce and the pretending to be a fucking cowboy? Oh, it's ABC. I don't give a fuck about that. I never will. Oh man. Well, at least if her cowboy tour wraps up, you don't have to. She'll have to think of an album for a year, and then she'll have to come up. I guess she's gonna be like an English queen next time or something. So she's gonna co-op some white thing, and because she's black, so that's what she'll do. She'll co-op some white, something considered white, like. Yeah, it's true that cowboys were not exclusively white. That's true, but still. Children and nurses are starving to death in Gaza, but hey, there's Beyonce. Put a smile on your face. Okay, hey. Can't we all just get along? Can't we all just get along? Oh, man. Dude. Hey, what are you doing? Just fooling around. I'm gonna start whipping some butts. Chill up, Bella. Share the toys. Start whooping ass. This will be the Beyonce brainstorm for the next album, right? Well, oh, I know it'll be. It'll be Beyonce 1950s retro rock and roll. Just say, actually, a lot of black artists contributed to the creation of rock and roll, so I thought my next album, called Bebop, would be a great tribute to the doo-wop and bebop artists of the rock and roll in the 1950s. And then she'll wear like the 1950s skirts and stuff, and that'll be like Beyonce's next concept. So it's basically gonna take something that was considered a Caucasian or some kind of like a white or European thing, and she's gonna turn it into oh, but you forgot about Chuck Berry and the African American contributions and stuff. So or maybe she'll do like a medieval thing. It'll be like medieval England, and she'll be like the queen, and there'll be like knights and shit, and it'll be like medieval England. There were black indentured slaves in England back in the old days, and they need to be represented now. Their story must be told, right? The black people of Europe. So it'll be some bullshit like that. Walmart. No, going to the hospital with the people from Michigan. Yeah. Traverse City, play it cuts like a knife, feels so right. Is that how the song goes? It cuts like a knife, but it feels so right. Is it like John? Is it Mellencamp or some shit like that? Some artist like that. Is it or Brian Adams or something? Cuts like a knife. Ooh. Well, should this be my plate? Well, it is circular. It is big. I think it should be adequate. But I like to use this one for my. I'm gonna change my mind. I'm gonna use this one for the. So. All right, let's do it. So the global elites. The mainstream media. ABC, CBS, NBC, MSDNC, Microsoft, Bill Gates of Hell network, CNN. How come they don't? Why are they always ripping on the IDF and the Jews? Do they hate Jews? Yeah. Okay, so that's an interesting thing I'm finding here. Okay, there were 1,500 deaths in the Hamas Palestinian attack against the Jews on October 7th. It was it 2024? Or was it the year before? I guess it was 2024. No, it was the year before. It was October 7th, 2023. So, anyways, all right. So the Hamas took hostages. They still have the hostages. They still haven't released all the hostages. I think they released all the American ones because Trump was he took power, after we voted him in, and he was gonna bomb the shit out of them. He was gonna bomb them into oblivion if they didn't give up the American hostages. Hey, you know what? I think you were lactose intolerant, Tula. So I don't think you can have any cheese. Okay? I think you have lactose intolerance. I really do. And so, hey guys. No, you can't have cheese. No more. Because you'll just throw it up. Because you got lactose. Here's the deal. Have yourself a treat. That's your treat. And then you have your treat, Bella. Okay? Yeah. Okay. Now leave me alone now. I have to prepare dinner. Cuts like a knife, but it feels so right. Ooh. Your love cuts like a knife. Yeah, it's not John Cougar Mellencamp. It's Brian Adams, right? Or Don Henley kind of has that smooth voice too. Yeah. Cuts like a knife, but it feels so right. Oh. That kind of shit. Na 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 na. Yeah, that's a good one, huh? Y'all can't have cheese, dude. So there's been 50,000 civilians killed in Palestine. Well, it's not a real place, but in Gaza. 50,000 Palestinians in the war. Yeah. And then humanitarian aid is not getting into Gaza, so the families are starving inside there in the hell pit. There it is. It's basically like being in hell, and you can't escape. Not only are you in hell and you can't eat, but you also are stuck in a tent over rubble, and you can't fucking get out of there. Yeah. And then your family, and then all your kids are starving because they can't get the humanitarian aid. So Hamas can do one thing, but they're too cowardly to do it. They could release the Israeli hostages, and then maybe things will get better over there, and people won't starve to death. So that's pretty much the deal. Yeah. So that's the main point of contention right now, is that children and people, Palestinians, are starving and dying by the thousands. And that's no bueno for, years and years and years and years. I don't know if Netanyahu and the Israelis, give a fuck at this point, but I'm just saying. The international community is not very pleased, to say the least. Yeah. Yeah, of course, 1,500 lives is not equivalent to 70,000 lives or whatever, ultimately speaking. So, yeah. Do the math, it's not adding up. And so, basically, Israel is the Middle Eastern proxy of America and Europe and Western civilization. So, and then Trump outsources Israel to take care of the Middle East and Saudi Arabia and so forth, and Turkey, so that we can focus on more intense threats from the Russian Federation and the Chinese Communist Party. So, yeah, okay, got those chops. Let's do that. Ooh. Do. Potatoes? Those are some pretty big potatoes. Yeah, I think. Well, some big potatoes. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Ba-ba. So I guess the Democrats are desperate for a platform. So if they can, I guess the liberal executives, they think if they keep on hammering that the Republicans support Israel, that and they keep showing the starving children and the 50,000 dead and the rebel and all that shit, that people will vote Democrat. I don't know what the strategy. That's what it seems like it is. It's in your great-great-grandfather's time. They call it being in a pickle, a jam, right? Or being in a quagmire, a super foobar fuck, a conundrum, etc. See this? Yeah, the worst thing about this conflict, or any conflict going on and on and on, is that they could spill over into, terrorist attacks in the United States. So the problem with, 70,000 dead Palestinians, and the problem with starving children and families over there, if this goes on and on and on, is not remedied, then many terror cells will come to America and attack, and they'll have their justification. So basically, Israel and the West is giving fuel to a fire that's already been burning for a while, and it will just spill over into our neighborhoods, our streets, unfortunately. So, unfortunately, it will accelerate Islamic fundamentalist jihad and caliphate against the West. It's a holy war. Okay, y'all get, hey, be good, y'all. Hey, fella, get out of each other's face. Hey, cut it out. Oh, wait. Y'all got the ball over here? All right. Got it. Hey. There you go. I got this ball, okay? Make peace. So you're looking at Cambodia versus Thailand. The Chinese could invade Taiwan. You have the ongoing conflict in the Ukraine with the illegal invasion of the Ukraine by Vladimir Putin and the Russian Federation. And then, of course, the Israeli-Gaza conflict spiraling out of control all at the same time. Plus, there's tensions between India and Pakistan, and India and the Chinese Communists. So again, none of these developments are good. In addition, artificial intelligence is on the rise and could form a consciousness and a new being of its own that could threaten to destroy the human race itself. Oh. All that shit. Oh. We got the bone-in chops. We got a good old Southern dinner rocking. I already cut the cheese. Pooted. Yeah. Yeah, I entered the Texas two-step for, the $450,000. Oh, man. Yeah. That'd be a financial lifeline. Well, I hope those humanitarian UN trucks get into Gaza and start feeding those people, those families. It's like, why do they live like shit? Do they have no other place to go? Or are they just boxed in? Or are they just prisoners? I mean, or are they like just like, Are, are they just basically slaves of terrorists over there? Of the Hamas? I know some people say the Palestinians deserved it because they supported Hamas. And that might be true. Okay? I'm not saying that's not true. But, you know, that's a complex issue. Yeah, it has multiple sides and histories and complicating factors. And, yeah, that's a piece of work over there. Let's just leave it at that. And that piece of work has been burning for thousands of years, too. Yeah. Okay, put that garlic, salt, and pepper on there. Oh. Yeah, they used to say that, you know, peace in the Middle East back in the day, but I don't know. Doesn't seem like peace is ever going on over there. I'm not saying people shouldn't give up on peace in the Middle East, but man, if some leader could achieve that, or a group of leaders, that'd be pretty historic. It's hard after people have been killing each other for thousands of years to lay down their arms and say no more. It's hard to say, I hate you for what you have done, but I forgive you, and I won't kill you anymore, or I won't try to kill you anymore. So it's hard for those people to do that. Maybe it's a matter of pride. Maybe they know other kind of life. They know no other kind of life besides this endless war. Hey, we got done. Hey. Okay, here we go. All right, I think I can, on these potatoes here, I think I can put the salt in the delia. Okay. Don't cut my hands. My mom uses the microwave, so I'm not a fan of microwave, but you know, it does, and on a hot Texas day, it does conserve power and it makes everything a little bit cooler. Hey Tula, I love you. You got enough Wawa and stuff? Okay, I know. I love y'all. Y'all ready to go outside, have some fun or something? Talking about all these heavy topics all the time. Oh man. Take a break from the heaviness. Too heavy. Hey, Doc, that's heavy. It's getting kind of heavy. It's getting kind of hectic. I think it says heavy, but then, well, is it hectic or heavy? I could look up the lyrics, but I don't really. I could say either one, and it's fine with me. So it's getting kind of hectic. Hectic kind of sounds more fun. I got the power. Oh shit. I've got the clumsies. Great. All right. Let's go and charge up the Telefono Yoko Ono by Sonny Bono. Was that on like an old David Letterman skit? Yeah, probably. It was David Letterman. It was like, Sonny Bono, Telefono, Yoko Ono. Nice cup of tea. cold tea, ice cold beer, ice cold tea, ice cold beer, ice cold beer. Hey, Bella. So tomorrow, let's try for Quantum Cascade. The Quantum Chain. Yeah. Okay. It's the teapot. Got the potatoes. Corn's in the pot. It's time to start up the grill. Let's fire it up, baby. Whoo! At least you're not scared. At least you know if I do a good wolf howl. Bella knows me, right? But this one's kind of a new puppy, so if I go oh, she doesn't know as much what I'm doing. She doesn't know I'm doing the wolf howl. And I'm glad Bella still understands where we're at here. All right. She can deal with my particular brand of bullshit and insanity, so that's good. All right. All right, let's put that iced tea out there. About to go grilling. Instead of gone fishing, I gone grilling. Yeah. There's a deadly shooting. Here's the theme song for this girl. Yeah. Ooh, is she showing the boobage today? Do we have a boobage? Do we have some cleavage? Is there a little bit of fun today? Kind of like, hey, I got it. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it's like kind of alluring. It's like, hey, boys, I got some treats in here, but you're gonna have to, yeah, get through the packaging. Pretty good. Yeah. All right, that's good. Hey, girl. You coming too? Yeah. Yeah, love you too. Okay. Might be time. You want to come out, Bob? Okay. Y'all coming? Oh, what's up? Okay. Hey! I love you, honey. Oh, I love y'all. Okay, come on out. Stop playing games. Oh. So they got a hot reporter. Is it Jaywan? What nationality, ethnicity? Well, obviously it's Asian is the ethnicity. Okay, so what is the nationality? I think Jaywan. Okay, so the girl Jay that I knew was from South Korea. Jaywan, Jung. Let's go with South Korea. Right? Don't they usually have names like that? Jay and Jaywan and yeah, they do. So I'm gonna go with that. All right. So yeah, I don't know what generation South Korean, but I'm gonna settle on that. Yeah. Jaewon Jung, right? Yeah. So Young is I would assume is different than Jung, Carl Jung. Yeah, one's German or something, and then that one's South Korean. Okay. I know if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You know, I can look it up though. Man. Ooh. DWI manslaughter charge. Yeah. That means somebody got fucked up. Like on some hard shit, you know? Yeah. Well, that's going to be a nightmare, you know, if you're like, you know, have an alcohol or problem and then you hit the hit the Jack Daniels, you know, way too hard. You're having a bad day, right? It's like nobody's helping you pay your bills, you know. Nobody's helping you put on your bootstraps, and so you get selfish and you go to the liquor store and you get the bottle of JD and you're like, fuck it, you know, this is it, and then things go from bad to worse because then you're trying to drive out there fucked up, and then in the dead of night you kill somebody and you crash your car and then it's on fire and then they pull you out of the wreckage. They told you killed a man, you're charged with manslaughter, and that's the end of your life. I mean, that's it. Oh, you got it. Oh man, you gotta live with the guilt too. Oh man, oh man. So. Hey, I love y'all. Y'all are pretty, huh? Yeah. Are y'all having fun playing hide and go seek? I love y'all. Oh, you okay too? Oh, I know. Uh-oh. At least my poke some holes in these guys so that you know they can cook thoroughly. Cook thoroughly. All right. These are well thawed out. Nice and juicy. Nice and juicy chops. Mmm. I just see the NBC Nightly News on that. Okay. All right. I have the Texas redistricting plan. Okay, here it is. All right. No darkies, no brownies, all white people. That was a good one. I got the plan for y'all. All Republicans and no Democrats, and no lefties, and no communists, and no Marxists. I got your Texas plan. Woo! I solved it. Just joking about the darkies thing. I learned that on South Park. So, just playing. Brownies. I was just being silly. All right. Oh. Rampage. I guess he just really wanted to inflict pain on people. Yeah. Am I sensing opioid addict? Yeah, I'm kind of feeling like a fentanyl or something, or some kind of drug addiction, right? Yeah. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and turn this up. Ooh, bloody. The bloody from the, yeah. Do I use a thermometer to do, yeah, I just basically, there's no blood on the meat. And yeah, that's how I check that it's done. Sometimes I cut it to the inside to make sure it's done inside. Yeah, I don't use a formal thermometer unless I'm on an official job site. So on an official cafe or restaurant or there. So. So only follow the rules if I'm on duty, like, ooh, baby, I love grenades every day. Ooh, baby, I love the lades and grenades. Ooh, in Ukraine. Oh yeah. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh. What? Oh, right. Add 30 seconds. You just need to learn how to do it. Yeah. Oh! Hey! Smuck! I love y'all. I'm joking. Hey, I love y'all. Y'all right? Oh, y'all so pretty. I'm sorry. Oh, it's joking. Yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go into bipolar disorder. Hey, how's everybody doing? Fuck you. Go to the bipolar disorder? Yeah, I know about all that. Hey, you all right? Hey, I love y'all. Don't want to traumatize my dogs here. All right. Making the dinner tonight. Oh, it's gonna be a delight. Ooh. Put down the knife, put down the knife. knife. It's fun to stab. No. Okay. Cutting utensil. Not stabbing. Yeah. Tonight. Ooh, gonna get it right. Yeah. Yeah, Uncle David, you know, the Star of David, we'll call him. In honor of Jesus Christ. We'll call him the Star of David. Yeah. My Uncle Star of David. Yeah, maybe that's why a lot of people were called David anyways, because they were named after the Bible, right? King David. So, I'm not saying all Davids were named that way. It's just likely. And why was I named Scott? Well, I guess I wonder if it was my grandfather's middle name or something. Yeah, I kind of wonder if I was named after some wheeler back in the day. Definitely not Cicero. That was Italian. So, like the Cicero from... Is there a Cicero in a Shakespeare play? I haven't read all the Shakespeare's. Not every single play. So, but there was a Cicero in Gladiator, Ridley Scott. So, there was I looked at the genealogy files of all the old wheelers, and one was called Cicero. I remember that. Wow, that's beautiful, man. All right. Those cloud formations are getting into a sensation. Hold on, the old gossip grandma might say some shit, but hold on. Dula? Hey, come on. Okay, good girl. Okay, too. I love you. Thanks for keeping guard, too. You're a good guard dog, Scrappy Doo. She has that nice puppy bark, you know? So adorable. Scrappy Doo. Boil that corn. I guess it's like 5 to 10 minutes on this. On the boil. We put 10 minutes on the baked potatoes. And I can already smell the potato coming through, so I know. Corn and potato and the pork. White pork, lemon juice, do, 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 do. White pork, lemon juice, do, 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 do. Dun, 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 dun. White pork, lemon juice, do, 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 do. Frank Zappa, you get the white, then you get the pork, then you get the juice. White pork, lemon juice. What you gonna do when it gets so good for you? I guess like Frank Zappa wasn't a great singer. He was a great composer. I think he was a decent singer though, to get his, you know. But he had backup singers and stuff too. You know, if he needed help, I guess. boiling, microwaving. Then we turn our attention to the, oh, now we got the rolling boil. That's what we wanted here. Really cook that corn. Yeah. Hey, y'all be good. Canis, yeah. Want to be good girls. That's some pretty clouds. Whoa. Look at those clouds. Puffy white clouds. Puffy white clouds. Like that the orb song. It's like I like the intro to the orb song. It's like there were 5 sisters. They all had ass. But one had eyes like Jolly Ranchers. Jula? What? Okay, two. Good girl. Okay. Be careful, little two. Don't you forget about two. Don't you forget about Tula. Ooh. Oh, shit. No, it needs to be the... Don't you... There we go. Forget about you. Don't. If you recognize me, call my name or walk on by. The rain keeps falling, down, down, down. Simple Minds? Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's the Breakfast Club, 40 years old now, huh? Yeah, so anybody born in 1985 is 40 right now. Damn, time flies when you're slowly dying. Or, I guess we're dying fast. Oh, man. Let's see how these taters are doing. Don't you forget to smoke weed. Ooh. Is that a hippie guy? Would that be the best guy to go get some weed from? I think that dude... Yeah, I think, you know that guy that is like a white Rastafarian? That guy definitely probably has some weed. You know what I mean? Kind of like, it's kind of like giving it away, I think. Yeah. By listening to music all the time and growing his hair out, and he has red hair, but looks like Carrot Top, is a Rastafarian. Yeah, he's kind of giving it away. That he's a pothead. Plus, I think I know where he lives, and it smells like dope every time we go over there. when I'm walking my dogs and stuff, I smell weed strong, like I guess every afternoon or something. Ooh. Don't you forget about weed. Ooh. Put some butter on there? You put a lot, but I don't care. Oh, I know. My mom's picky, right? She wants to put. Yeah. Forgot about that. I almost forgot about that. I said I don't give a shit, but. No, it doesn't matter. Okay, so she wants some real butter instead of the parquet. That's fine. Let's do that. Give her that. Don't you forget about weed. Ooh. Don't you forget about weed. No. Yeah, the Breakfast Club reunited for the 40th anniversary there. It was February when the movie came out in 1985. Of course, I was a kid. I didn't go see that until I guess it came on cable when I was 6. So I guess I saw it by 1986. Or if it came out, it might have came out earlier. Yeah. Okay. I'll let her kind of fix whatever she wants to on it. And I have to go check on. So the baked potatoes are, done inside and all that. So that's good. The glory of the gods. Can you see Zeus battling the forces of darkness? See, that's Zeus. He has his beard, and then he's battling the um the Titans or whatever. You know what I mean? You see Zeus in his heroic battle against evil. Okay, if you didn't see that, that's okay. I do. Okay, babes. Let's go, dude. Goody. All right. Well, I'll continue to fix my potato. Don't you forget about G. Ooh, he'll try to dominate the world with the Communist Chinese Party. Ooh. He might use a new plague or a new kind of AI weapon. Ooh. Yeah, the future's gonna be great, isn't it, kids? I don't know. Get some sour cream. Are those the same chords? Like, don't you forget about me. but they could not take your pride. In the name of love, don't you forget about me. Sun, a new morning on a dim lit sky. It's like, kind of reminds me of, I would probably use some of the same chords or something maybe. Of course, it's not an exact rip. Don't you forget to pee. Hey, y'all. Yeah. Okay. There we go. I think they're fine done. Probably. Okay. And then gotta go check on the chops. Excuse me, too. Sorry, dude. I love you, Tula. I love you. I need to put my cheese on the potato, put the sour cream, and then, put a little ranch on it. Yeah. Need to open the new ranch, though. Is that the last fart out of the old bottle I want to do, or do we want to try to creak out some final farting of the bottle there? The final fart. Juicy. No. All right. Ooh, we got chives too, huh? Chive, keep calm and chive on. Got the chives out. Who let the chives out? Who? What? All right. Who let the chives out? Who? Did I show you the baked potato there? Yeah. You don't have to live like a Palestinian. You don't have to live like a Gaza refugee. You don't have to live like a refugee. Oh, God himself is here. Look, he has appeared. I am here. No, I'm joking. Thing is, that looks like some sort of vortex. Thing is, that looks like some sort of vortex.